lot of people are talking about Baby Gronk. He's a 10-year-old kid whose dad is pitching him as the next big thing in football.
And many athletes are now weighing in and expressing concerns. Robert Andrews, a peak performance expert and sports injury specialist with the Institute of Sports Performance, joins us this morning to talk more about it. Good morning and thank you for joining us.
Good morning and thank you.
Now, can you share with us your thoughts on what you think this child is being pushed too hard to do?
Be the perfect adult athlete at the age of 10, to put it in short terms. It seems like his dad has latched on to this NIL, make money concept and has put this Baby Gronk persona on his child, and it's gonna, in my opinion, it's gonna have devastating effects on this kid long term.
Well, it has gotten the attention of many high-profile athletes like J.J. Watt, for instance. He's reacted and said kids should play multiple sports and kids should be allowed to be kids, and then went on to say no kid should be training like a pro until at least high school. How would you follow up with that comment? Do you agree?
I would agree with all of that. At this age, kids should be out there learning how to be good teammates and acquiring skills, but most importantly, they should be out there having fun, not being grilled to be the perfect athlete at the age of 10.
So what would you say crosses the line when it comes to parents and young athletes?
I've read up on this and I've watched some videos about this. The interviews with the father and the son are very troubling because there's no room for error. What this is going to do is it's going to create a kid who's terrified of making mistakes, getting called out. There's no telling what's going on behind the scenes. Anything that doesn't meet into that persona that father is projected onto him is going to be seen as a sign of weakness. Kids at the age of 10 are very emotional. They're very sensitive. I guarantee you there's no room for this. So this kid is having to suppress all kinds of emotions, the sensitive parts of himself, the parts of himself that just wants to have fun, because this is all business for his father.
And you're talking about the emotional side of it. What about the physical side of it? Because the old way of thinking was that it was dangerous for a child's growth plates to lift a lot of weight. I don't know if that's the current way of thinking for younger children.
Absolutely it is. This is, like I said, beyond crazy of what's going on with this kid's body. Training a 10-year-old like an elite athlete is, in my mind, it's dangerous.
Now, you mentioned NIL earlier. What about NIL agreements the father is basically pursuing for his son now?
Well, that's the danger here, because they've created a brand, and the brand is what's the priority here, not the child's well-being and safety and emotional comfort. It's building the brand. So this kid is actually being built into a brand, and I'm hearing things like, asking Libby Dunn, who's making $3 or $4 million a year, out on a date or to homecoming and getting massages, and that's so inappropriate. And so that's, you asked earlier about crossing the line. Those are just two of the examples that I've been reading up on that are crossing the line. But I feel really bad for this kid. The down the road psychological, mental, emotional harm that's being done, that's going to occur based upon what's happening to him now, could be devastating for him.
Well, Robert, I feel like conversations like this are so incredibly important, because you never know if a parent is thinking, watching all this unfold and thinking, wow, am I just too slack on my kid? Do I need to get him more into things like this? And hearing from an expert like you really helps clear that question up. Thank you for your time from the Institute of Sports Performance.
Thank you.